testing. Okay, good.
When the mind full of negative energy, it would be like the darkest night on the sky. When full moon night, the shining bright light of the full moon can fade away the darkness night. Would it be great to let the mind be bright light, like full moon to fade away the negative side? Let's meditate together on the full moon night. You are all invited to full moon meditation on March 4th, 2026.
When I was recently at the Dhammakaya temple, Paramthani, Thailand, I was asked this question by Long Paul. May I ask you this it will come true. We have spoken a million words, but after all the words we've heard, still no change will come until this we do. Gently close your eyes and see the sun inside the center of your body, shining clear and bright. If this dream is your desire, let meditation bring you higher. If you really want world peace, it will come true for me and you. Regardless of your race, what country you're from, what religion or your age, this peace is available for you. All you have to do is to look inside. Gently close your eyes and see the sun inside the center of your body, shining clear and bright. If this dream is your desire, let meditation bring you higher. If you really want world peace, it will come true for me and you. Kuntam Dai.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this month's full moon meditation. I am B, and I am streaming this from somewhere a little different this month. Definitely my full moon is within, even though I can't see it right now. So before we get started, let's go ahead and move forward with the quote like we normally do, a number from 8 to 150. If someone can throw it into chat, and I'll read today's quote before we get started. Okay, we've got, oh, thank you. You know, we've never had 108 before, so let's see what's in store with 108. I know because I don't remember ever having that number since it's the last one. So let's see. Actually, no, it's 150 is the last one. Okay, give me 1 second as I go through this to find 108. All right, found it. Okay, do it right. Do not put too much determination into the practice. Why? Because 1, the inner body is always there within you. 2, you already have the center of the body. 3, you have the mind that can reach the center. There is only one thing left to do, and that is to use the right method. Make yourself comfortable and all in your mind, and still your mind so that it stops at the center. You're not competing with time. Be at the center. If you feel stressed or too tight, open your eyes and think of whatever thought that makes your mind feel fresh. Perhaps think about nature or the beauty of a flower, any good deeds you have done, or even the innocence of children. Whatever makes your mind sabai, because you have to start from a sabai condition to reach the center. So sabai is pretty much comfort. It translates to comfort, ease, and relaxation. Thank you so much for that. All right, with regards to today's schedule, if you haven't done this before, the Venerable will give us a wisdom talk, followed by candlelight. We'll have about a 30 to 40-minute meditation, loving kindness, and then Q&A at the end. Another thing that I forgot to kind of put out there, we always love to find out where people are streaming from. So if you can share your city, state, and even country. I already see someone from Singapore. So always really cool to find out where you're streaming from. Another person from Thailand, me too. Costa Rica, there you go. I love seeing we've got people from all around the world meditating together under the same full moon. Monica, hi Monica from Atlanta, New York. Wow, it keeps coming. Chicago, you name it. We've got people from all over the world and country. All right, with regards to Monk Jackie, a little bit about Monk Jackie. He joined the Tamagaya Center after graduating, getting his BBA in 2014. He has been a teaching monk now for several years with the passion committed to meditation and sharing his wisdom of inner peace to all. So without further ado, let's welcome Monk Jackie.
Hi, guys. Good evening. Good evening to you all. Can you hear me well?
Mhm. We can hear you. I
Good.
can hear you just fine, Monk Jackie. Good morning, good evening. I could say that now.
Well, let me greet you all. Um, a very good day. In some places, it may is in the morning, right? So good morning and good afternoon and good evening to all of us in the States. And again, welcome to our full moon meditation. It's already March of 2026. Time passes by very quickly. We've only just had the new year very recently, right? And a lot already has happened in the world right now. And some about peace, some not so much about peace. But what we're here today is for sure is going to make the whole situation of the world better. What we're doing here is first giving peace for ourselves, right? And peace is very much needed, especially at this very moment where the world may be in a little bit of a situation. What we can do may not be a direct impact to the situation, but it does have a great impact, right? Especially if we could share the peace more to our friends, to our family, and the picture, the situation that we're having here, coming together on a full moon night, meditating, promoting peace, and not just promoting peace, we're practicing peace ourselves as well. And then sharing that knowledge, sharing this information to the whole world as well. To know that there are still people, there are still parts of the world, whereas we're practicing peace and sharing what is truly important to mankind, right? They say world war or world peace starts from where? We know. Yeah, it starts from the human's mind, right? So if more humans in the world has inner peace, has peace inside of themselves, then it is likely that this world is going to be going towards the direction of world peace. Right? And what we're doing here is very, again, very, very amazing, very special. And it does truly help first for ourselves. For ourselves, we have to have in order to be able to give, to share. What we do not have, we cannot share. So first we give peace, we give happiness for ourselves. And then when we have enough, when we have the abundant, an abundant amount of peace and happiness or anything that you like to give, then we could then share with our friends, our family. So again, welcome everyone to our full moon. And I'm really, really glad that you are all here meditating together, finding peace within yourselves and sharing peace towards everyone else in this world. Welcome. Okay. And let me see who is here. So from Dhammakaya Meditation Center in Azusa, California. Welcome. Nice to see you. Can you all hear me well? Very nice. Thank you. And from Kansas as well. A very nice place there. Seems very cozy. Hope you all can hear me well. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And from Silicon Valley also. How are you guys doing? Doing well? Hi. Welcome. From Georgia. Wow, a lot of people. Nice and welcome. You all can hear me as well. Right. Very nice. Oh, where is this? Seattle. Wow, a full house. Nice and welcome everyone to our full moon meditation from New Jersey as well. Hello. Welcome. And from Kun Ruchira Si Samai, right? And I think if you can share a little bit of where that meditation center is, that would be very nice. And welcome as well to our full moon meditation, and from Vancouver as well, all the way out there. Internet is a great thing to have, right? If we use it in the right direction, to have everyone in the world from different places around the world, different time zone as well, coming together to do one same thing, to still our mind and connect our mind to the source of peace that we all have already within ourselves. Many people are looking for happiness. Everyone is looking for happiness, pretty much that. But sometimes we look for it on the outside, and we keep searching. Sometimes we receive it, but it never really lasts, right? But the place in which we could every human being can all find happiness, and that lasts, and that is infinite as well, is within ourselves. But not everyone looks back within themselves. We're designed to look outwards. And we all know now, from this point on, is that true happiness already exists inside. And whenever we want to reach happiness, whenever we want to have happiness, wherever we are in the whole world, if we want to connect to peace and happiness outside of this world, anywhere, it is already inside of you. And meditation is the tool to reach us to that very point. And if you can do it, you can then share that knowledge with a lot more people so that they can do it also. They can reach their source of peace and happiness inside of themselves. I actually really like to know a little bit of how your meditation experiences are. Everyone who's been coming to the meditation center for a while already, but maybe if we ever have a chance to meet personally, then we could do a more in-depth Q&A, right? But for now, I'd like to ask, who here has already found peace within their mind? May I see some hands, please? If you already feel you have peace inside of your mind, you can meditate and connect to that point. I see some hands. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you very much. Who feel that they're still practicing and still learning of where that point of peace is and are eager to learn more about meditation? If I could see some hands, please. Okay. Very nice. So, okay. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, all in all, if you've already found peace and the point of peace within you, or if you're still learning about meditation and still figuring out of where that point of peace is, not to worry. This full moon meditation will be that foundation to help you connect to the point of peace. And if you've already connected or know how to connect to the point of peace within you, it will help you develop your meditation further as well. But first of all, let me get us to this very key point, is the teaching from our great master, Pramongkol Temmuni Sotjan Tasaro. He mentioned that stop is the key to success. Stop in this case means stopping the mind. Our mind runs around a lot, a lot from many, many years already as well. So stopping is the contrast of what the mind is used to. It may take a little bit of time to practice. There's no need to rush. Take your time, take it easy, all right? But just to let you know that this is where we're going to. This is our destination in practicing meditation. And what is going to connect us to the point of peace within is to stop our mind. Now, there are a few tools to help us to reach that point of peace within, but today we're going to be mentioning 3 main ones, right? But let's go over this concept first. Our master, Luang Por Dhamma also mentioned that start from where it is easiest, most comfortable, most relaxing, from where each of us feels most familiar with. Right? What does he mean by this? Start from where it is easiest. Where is that, do you think? On the sofa, on a chair, on the floor? He mentioned this meaning the point of peace within our mind. When we close our eyes, we usually don't really see anything, right? It's usually a blank canvas, a little bit dark even sometimes, because we shut down the means for lights to travel, to hit our eyes. But when we close our eyes, within that vast empty space, right, if you want to try as well, within the vast empty space, wherever it is easiest, in front of you, next to you, inside the center of your body, or even around your whole body, right? Surrounding your whole body, like a feeling of a sphere covering your whole body. Or you could expand your feeling until it covers the whole universe even. And wherever it is easiest, most relaxing, most comfortable, and you feel most familiar with, that point, it has to be felt, right? This point can't really be seen at first with our eyes because we're closing our eyes, but you feel where that point is. Use your feeling. Where it is easiest, most comfortable, most relaxing, and where you feel most familiar with. Start from there. I'm going to make this as simple as possible to meditate and to help us all be able to still our mind, stop our mind, and connect ourselves to the point of peace within. Right? So keep this in mind. At that point, if you've already found it, you could use 3 main methods, which is visualization of anything, the full moon even, if you feel it's comfortable for you, right? It has to be relaxing and comfortable. Or the sun, if you like something bright, something shining, right? Or a crystal sphere you see in this photo, right? Something round and clear, doesn't have to be of any specific shape, right? Just something round, something bright. Or it could be someone who you care about, your mom, your dad, your son, your daughter, anyone who you feel you could picture and that it feels comfortable for you to be with that image, okay? Or a diamond even, something bright and shining to keep the attention of your mind right there at that point, okay? Now, along with using the visualization, you could also use a mantra. A mantra could be any word or any phrase that helps the mind stay away from these distractions of the mind. You could use the phrase clear and bright, resonating from that point of peace. Let's say if the point of peace for me right now is around this area, I visualize the crystal sphere or the moon right here. And I would recite the phrase, clear and bright, clear and bright, to keep my mind just staying around this area, right? Staying relaxingly and comfortably. You could also use the phrase used by our great master even. He said, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, which means the righteous path to purity. Samma, righteous, Arahang is purity. Right? So you can use that phrase as well. And it will help the mind stay calm and still within that point of comfort, that point of peace, for a longer and longer period of time until eventually you'll be able to connect longer to the point of peace. Or if you feel using visualization or the mantra is a little bit too hard on your mind, it doesn't feel comfortable, it feels a little taxing on the mind, you could just let go of both visualization and mantra. Don't use anything at all, but just to stay there. Stay still, stay comfortable. But in this case, you have to be sure also not to let the mind wander off and think of other things, right? So 3 main methods. Whichever one feels easiest, most relaxing, most comfortable for you, this is for you to figure out yourself. And you could also switch it around. See which one is comfortable at whichever moment and go with that method. And this is us learning about ourselves. If it feels right, if it feels good, relaxing and comfortable, that means you're practicing correctly. Keep that in mind. Okay? And we could make as if that point of peace within the vast empty space where it is easiest as a guiding star. Right? We do not have a compass with us right now, and we're traveling somewhere we can't really see. So we use that as our guiding star. And what we do is that we simply stay. Stay at that point. Sometimes we can stay for long. Sometimes only 1 second, 2 seconds, and our mind goes off wandering again. No worries. No worries at all. Stay. Just stay. As long as you can, and stay a little bit longer. And eventually the mind will get more used to. We're building a habit for the mind, right? So it takes a little bit of repetition. It stays a little bit, then maybe it wanders off thinking of other things. But then we bring it back to staying at that point where it is easiest. And it would be able to eventually stay there for a little bit longer, a little bit longer, and a little bit longer by itself without us having to force the mind there at all. So when it could stay long enough, it will stop. It will come to a standstill all by itself without us forcing our mind to. Right? And that stop is the key to success. And it will help our mind reach the point of peace within ourselves and go further and deeper to the source of peace within ourselves as well. So that is meditation. As simple as that, as easy as that. But there are going to be a little bit of a challenge from time to time, such as wandering thoughts, tension, sleepiness, but not to worry about them at all. Right? Just reset, readjust, and come back to, again, where you feel most relaxing, most comfortable. And build this habit for the mind to connect to that point of peace that's already within you, to help the mind recharge, build up purity, build up clarity, and fill the mind with more peace and happiness so that the more we have, the more we could share to our friends and family as well. And this is very important. It may seem like we're just sitting, closing our eyes, feeling peaceful and happy, but not that it's just important for ourselves, but for our life, for our family, for this whole world as well. So know that what we're doing here is very, very important, right? So be very proud of ourselves as well for giving ourselves the time to come and purify our mind together. Hopefully this is not too difficult, meditation. Our master has been sharing the methods of meditation for over 50 years now, his whole life in monkhood, basically. He's in his 80s now and still teaching this meditation method so that everyone would be able to connect themselves to the point of peace. And hopefully one day, if we work together, right, one day world peace will come true, definitely. But for now, for today, let's connect our mind to that point of peace of ourselves as much as we can. If it disconnects, no problem. We can always connect back is always there within us. It doesn't leave us and go anywhere. Only our mind, our attention does sometimes go wander off. So connect, connect, connect. Stopping is the key to success. Hopefully that is easy enough. And for us who's already found the point of peace within themselves, keep on connecting as well. And now that you've already felt peace, there is a source. There's a source of that feeling, that peacefulness, that calmness, that brightness within you. So the closer you still your mind, the closer you'll get to that source. And the same feeling, happiness, clarity, purity, it will amplify as you get closer to that source as well. So even if we're new or we've been meditating for a while now, the method still applies. Keep on going. Consistency is the key here. Right? And I bet that we're pretty much all ready to try our practices together. And before we do, we have our candles together right next to us. And may I invite all of us to pick our candles and light them all together, and let this candle be a representation of the inner light within you, right? To make this whole world a brighter place together. And when we're ready, let's put our candles together. That was beautiful. We're all lighting our candles from all across America and some from other countries as well, joining. And just to make this whole world a brighter place, a more beautiful place for everyone to live in. So thank you, and rejoice in all your merits for that, right? And I think it is a good time now for all of us to make our mind bright as well, like the candle that we've just lit. So let's get ourselves comfortable. Being relaxed and comfortable is very, very important in meditation, right? As comfortable as you can so that your mind can rest comfortably where it is supposed to be, with the point of peace within. And when we feel we're ready, that our sitting position is adjusted correctly already, let's begin our meditation by softly and gently closing our eyes. Let's softly and gently close our eyes. And not to close our eyes too tightly. Just enough so that our eyelashes touch, so that we don't accidentally squeeze our eyes too tightly, and that we feel relaxed throughout our whole face. Start from here. We have time. Let's not rush and take things step by step, and let every adjustment of our meditation be calm and comfortable. From this very first step of closing our eyes to relaxing our face, our head, our neck, our shoulders, our arms, our hands, our fingers, our torso, our back, our abdomen, let's take our time and make sure our body is calm and comfortable and relaxed. Relax our legs, our feet, our toes. Don't be afraid to relax. It is us giving ourselves the gift from working so hard all throughout our life to be relaxed for a little bit. It's okay. It's very much needed, and it's a great, great way to take care of ourselves, our body, and our mind. So allow ourselves to be as relaxed as we can and take our time. And when our body is already relaxed, let's let go of all of our worries. Let go of all of our thoughts, our responsibilities, our tasks, and everything else in life. Let everything go. Let everything be. Just for now. So that we are completely free of any worries. And that we can truly focus on keeping our body and mind relaxed, calm, and comfortable, to connect ourselves to the point of peace within. If you feel good, if you feel relaxed at this moment, it means you're practicing very, very well. You're doing a great job. Because this relaxation, this feeling of comfort, is the heart of meditation. And just like how the heart is a very vital organ to our body, comfort is also as important to meditation itself. To keep the heart of meditation beating is the key, feeling calm and comfortable all throughout our journey. So take our time. Stay calm, stay relaxed, and know that you're doing amazing. And from this point, as we are now in a vast empty space, let's all together find our guiding star. Start from where it is easiest, the point where we can connect to most comfortably. Could be in front of us, could be next to us, around our whole body, or at the center of ourself. Where it feels nicest, most relaxing, most comfortable. Let's softly and gently rest our mind just right there. Some of us may already start to feel still, feel rested, feel bright even. And that means you're already connected. If you feel you just want to stay at that point for a long, long time without worrying about anything else in this world at all, that means you're doing amazing in your meditation. You've already connected your mind to the source of peace and happiness within. From this point on, all that we need to do is just to stay. Stay with this point of peace. Cultivate as much clarity, brightness, and purity for ourselves as we can. As we connect more and more, our mind will become calmer, cleaner, purer. More filled with positive energy, love, clarity. Just like taking a shower cleanses our body, connecting longer to this point of peace cleanses our mind. And the clearer the mind gets, the more peace and happiness we'll receive. The better decisions we make, because our mind is clearer, and therefore leads to more success in life. And as our mind becomes cleaner and purer, our thoughts, our speeches, our actions becomes pure, becomes of more positive, and brings out more happiness from our mind to everyone around us as well. So this point of peace within our mind at this moment is very, very important. If we love ourselves, if we love our friends, our family, and everyone in this world, it is highly recommended to connect our mind as much as possible to the source of positivity within us, so that ourselves become the source of positivity. The source of peace and happiness. So that we become bright, and later on to share that brightness to everyone around us also. Now, as we're connected to this source of peace within our mind, if we'd like, we could use an object of visualization to help us connect a little bit stronger, a little bit longer. You can picture a moon, a star, a diamond, or even someone we love, at that point of peace to help us connect a little bit firmer. But not to try too hard. Just to keep that visualization there while feeling relaxed and comfortable as well. And if you'd like, you could also use a mantra. Clear and bright. Clear and bright. Or love and peace. Love and peace. Or the Pali phrase used by our great master, Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. Let the mantra resonate from that point of peace, connecting our mind further, longer with that point of peace, until eventually the mind comes to a standstill and the point of peace becomes clearer. The source of peace becomes more visible for ourselves. Automatically, without us having to force the mind to stay or anything at all. Or if you'd like to just let go of the visualization and the mantra and stay still without using any technique specifically, then allow yourself to do just that. Stay calm, relaxed, and comfortable. Stay calm, relaxed, and comfortable. The longer we stay, the more peace and clarity we accumulate for ourselves. The more peace and clarity we have for ourselves, the more happiness we could share with this whole world. Be as calm and comfortable as we can. Keep our mind connected as much as we're able to. If it disconnects, don't worry. We could always readjust and connect back. Bit by bit, we clean our mind, keep our mind calm and still, and make this world a brighter place together. So let's take this time, stay calm and still, and enjoy our meditation together in silence for the time being. as we are staying still, staying calm, connected to our guided star, connected to our point of peace. At this point, our mind would have already accumulated a good amount of positive energy, a good amount of peace, a good amount of love, compassion, a good amount of positive energy. Let's take a moment to bring all of our positive energy from all of our good deeds, all the good things that we've done throughout our whole life. Let's bring them all together, coalesce them into a beautiful, bright, clear, shining crystal sphere. It could be anywhere. In that bright, shining crystal sphere. Let it sit where it feels most comfortable. With all of our practices of generosity, moral disciplines, and meditation, all of our positive energy, let it coalesce into that beautiful, bright, clear sphere. And be very, very proud of ourselves from all the good things that we've done throughout our whole life. Be proud of all the positive energy we've accumulated. And let's take a moment to softly and gently expand that sphere. Expand all of our positive energy until it softly and gently covers our whole body. Let the brightness, the purity engulfs our whole body, cleansing away all impurities, and wish for ourselves to always be happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, successful, fulfilled in all of our wholesome wishes, free from harms, dangers, all negativities. Live life happily, be able to connect to the point of peace within ourselves at all times and reach the utmost happiness as soon as possible. And let's take a moment to wish for ourselves for what we need. And now that we're clear and bright, soft and light from all the positive energy we've accumulated already, let's softly and gently expand that brightness even further. Expand our love, our compassion, our positive energy till it covers this whole meditation room, till it covers our home, where we are, and let it reach further till it covers our whole neighborhood, Let our brightness reach everyone living together and continue to share further. Expand our love, our brightness even further till it reaches our whole city. Our whole country. Our whole continent. Till it reaches this whole world. Let our brightness reach out into space, reach out infinitely, covering this whole universe, cleansing away all impurities. And with all of our positive energy, let's wish for all beings to have peace in their mind at all times. Have love, have care, have compassion towards one another. Live together in harmony. Be free from harms and dangers. Be able to reach the source of inner peace within easily. And reach the utmost happiness as soon as possible. And let's take a moment to share our loving kindness together. As we are getting closer towards the end of our meditation, let's take a moment to make sure that our body is still relaxed. That our mind still feels peaceful, calm and comfortable. And keep it feeling like this even after we finish our meditation. Keep connecting to peace. And now that we're at the end of our meditation, while feeling calm and peaceful, we can end our meditation and softly and gently open our eyes. Sapphe buddha phalapata pajjeka nanjayang phalang arahanta nanjate shena rakhang pantami sapaso sabbabuddhanupavena sabbadhammanupavena sabbasanghanupavena sathasoti bhavantu te. Sadhu. Hopefully you enjoyed that meditation session. Hope you can feel that peace, that sense of comfort within yourself. And to remember to take good care of your body and your mind, right? Keep it peaceful, keep it comfortable. Keep connecting to that source of peace within you and share as much peace as we can to this whole world together. Right? And let me pass the mic back to our moderator, Kun Bi. Lots of hearts, and thank you for sharing, and thank you everyone for coming. Not sure if Kunbi is still here, but usually she will be sharing our next full moon events with all of us and some of the resources we have on the different websites that we also have on YouTube as well, on Facebook. Some of us may already have access to those meditation sessions with Monk Clint, right? And Monk Panya Sopano as well, if you know him. A great, great teaching monk, teaching meditation also, right? And I would say that it is time for ourselves, for us, for our meditation session as well already. And the next would be the Q&A. And let's wait a little bit for our moderator to come and take the stage. And again, really glad to have you all here meditating together. And enjoy your peace. Take as great of care as you can for your mind and for your inner peace also. All right. Maybe our moderator may be having a moment to trying to join the soon as well. So let me just share with you our next full moon events so that if you can make time to come and meditate together like this, to accumulate peace together again like this for the next coming full moon months as well. So it will be on April, on the 2nd, and in May on the 1st, and in June on the 30th. And I believe that in America after today, it will be the daylight savings, and everything will be 1 hour earlier as well, right? And if you can join, right? We also have resources on YouTube, Mind Gem, right? If you want to go and rerun the meditation sessions, you could go on YouTube and do that as well. On Facebook, we also have Mind Gems, right? And then you can go there and see the different resources, different meditation sessions that we have there as well. Right. And if you like to invite as many of your friends, those who you care and would like for them to also have inner peace, to come and join our meditation. Right? We don't need much tools. We only need our body and our mind and a little bit of time just to come and relax our body and mind, to still our mind from all the busyness. Right? And this is our website, mindgem.org, for the resources again of different meditation sessions, the full moon sessions with the schedule and mind stories also. And here is Kunbi. I'll let her carry on from here. All right, we maybe have some technical challenges in the meanwhile. So again, this is our website, mindgems.org, if you ever want to find more information about the different meditation sessions, we don't only have the full moon, right? Not only just once a month. We also have other events like My Stories, in which we have Mondays and Thursdays, and a lot of people are joining now in that session as well.
Thank you, Long P. Sorry about that. I'm back. I
Hi.
just had to hop off. I was having such a good meditation, and I was like, wow, this is a long meditation. It's such a good one. And then I opened my eyes and then I saw you talking and I was like, oh no. But I couldn't for some reason my audio wasn't working, so I had to hop off. Now I'm back on, so thank you. Sorry about that, everyone. All right,
Thank
so
you so
just
much.
but I was in good hands. Thank you for Thank you for stepping in, Monk Jackie. So yeah, so a couple of things in terms of announcements. The next full moon meditation is going to be on Thursday, April 2nd. So we are already going into the fourth month of the year, passing the first quarter. And Monk Jackie did mention this earlier, how quickly time flies and what a testament. We're already moving through 2026. So yes, please join us. And as Monk Jackie was saying earlier, the world needs more peace more than ever right now. And our energy coming together as one, as many people as we can really make a difference in spreading peace to the world. It might not seem like it, but it really is powerful and it does affect the world. That energy can really spread out and help. But we have to have more and more people to be a part of this mission. It can't just be, 1,000. It needs to be like thousands of people. So it starts here. Invite your friends and family, start with yourself, and then we can definitely find that peace within so that we can share it with the world. Next thing is our feedback. So we've got a QR code that we'll put up. If this is your first time, please let us know how we're doing. If you've got any feedback in terms of how we can continue to improve, please let us know. We are here for you and we want to make this better for everyone. So if there's anything that you feel like we can do better or even sharing your experience, our teachers love to find out how people are meditating and how it's helping them. So please give us your feedback. And then we do have our website, MindGem, which is a great centralized funnel for all of our resources within our organization. Uh, you can find out, first of all, we've got an app that you can download so you can meditate at home at the convenience of your home with our teachers. We've got hundreds of audio tracks now in terms of guided meditation and wisdom talks, and it's a great resource. On top of that, you'll get notifications of our monthly full moon meditation so that you can continue to connect with us and stay committed to your practice. We also have our local centers throughout the United States, and you can meditate on site with our community as well by simply finding the link in terms of the locations that we have. And then we've got additional resources for you to meditate with us. We've got mind stories, we've got late night with Monk Clint, we've got peacetime, and then of course we've got our monthly full moon meditation session where we come together from all across the world and all of our centers come to meditate as one. And then if you go to the bottom, if you happen to ever visit Thailand, you never know when that might happen or an opportunity comes up. Definitely come visit the Tamagaya Center. There's a link at the bottom called Visit Tamagaya where you can book a tour and learn more about our organization here in Thailand and the amazing things that we do. So at this time, let's invite Monk Jackie back on for our Q&A. And this is actually my favorite part of our full moon meditation session because we can really learn a lot from each other. And there is no question that is a dumb question because someone's probably thinking about it too. So please feel free to ask anything at all having to do with meditation, having to do with wisdom, or anything to help you progress. So at this time, we open it to the floor and to those who are on site. And we already have a couple of questions, Monk Jackie. This one's an easy one for you to answer. What is Mind Stories? And then it says on Mondays and Thursdays, question mark.
Um, it is mine, right? Mine stories, like a play on words. My story, mine stories. It's the stories about the mind, and it's pretty much a meditation session along with meditation talk, wisdom talk from various teaching monks on Dhamma topics, on practices of generosity, on the viruses of the mind, and things that you may be interested in, right? So if you want to join, it's on Mondays and Thursday around 7 p.m. Thailand time. But I think on the schedule there's set on different time zones as well of when that is. Right. So very capable teaching monks who will come on Mondays and Thursday, and sometimes would be Monk Daniel and myself as well to share and meditate a little bit together with the participants there. Right.
Thank you, Monk Jackie. So I also have a question that came in through chat, and that question is, can you please ask Monk Jackie, how can I have a neutral mindset, not only during meditation, but also with interacting with people?
Hmm. To easier said than done, right? A neutral mindset. One way is to practice meditation regularly, because when we practice meditation, we're connecting our mind, letting it be more used to connecting to that peaceful feeling inside. And when the mind is more used to feeling peaceful, it automatically just subsides all the other stimulants, right? That draws our mind towards interacting with automatically, right? So we become more neutral with the things on the outside automatically and more connected to peace. And one thing that's very helpful also is to practice letting go, right? So whatever happens, if we feel it, we could let go of it and connect our mind to the point of peace, which is important as well, right? Then we could practice letting go. And the more we can let go, the easier it is, and the more we feel neutral towards what happens on the outside. Feeling neutral doesn't mean that we do not care, we do not feel empathy or anything towards the situation, or we won't help or anything, right? But we simply connect our mind to that feeling of peace within, but we still do what is needed to be done on the outside. One thing that our master taught was to let go in terms of the mind, right? To not let the mind be in a state of ups and downs, to be too sad when it gets a little bit rough, to be overly joyful when it gets exciting or anything on the outside, but to keep it neutral, to keep it calm and comfortable with the point of peace, to keep the mind in that state, but to not neglect our duties. We still do what is needed to be done, help people whenever we can, right, to our best capability, and to do the good things that, to share the goodness and the positivity with the world as well. So we can practice that, and the more we practice, the easier it gets.
Thank you, Monk Jackie. So I just want to put out there, thank you so much for all these questions that are coming in. I've got more questions that have trickled in. It makes my job so much easier when we've got great, insightful questions. So thank you for that. So this is another question that came in, Monk Jackie, from Iona, and it's, forgiveness is important, right? How do we know if we indeed fully forgive someone?
Forgiveness is very, very important. Yes, it gives us the sense of peace in our mind, right? And it's a burden. It's almost like something weighing on our mind. If we have a grudge against someone, it's not comfortable, and making decisions or going about life with that grudge, with that heaviness within our mind, is not. It's not as easy. It's not as lively as going about life with having a mind being free from worries. And it's more powerful that way as well, our mind. Doing some tasks with the mind that's free from worries is said to be a lot more proficient, right? So it's important in terms of being very beneficial for ourselves. So to forgive someone is to give ourselves happiness in a sense as well. right? And how do we know if we indeed fully forgive someone already? Is that we don't feel any ties, any grudges towards that person, and we feel love instead, even, and just to care for everyone around us as much as we do care for ourselves, right? Just to share love and to feel that peace and happiness for ourselves and towards everyone around us in a way. Yeah.
Thank you, Monk Jackie. So the next question is from Hugo. The question is, how does the concept of non-attachment differ from simply not caring?
Great question, right? Non-attachment from not caring. Not caring may be related to seeing someone in need of help and not doing anything at all, just neglecting the duties. As we've mentioned a little bit earlier, that we let go in terms of our mind, right? To let go of attachments, to let go of worries, to let go of anything that would weigh our mind. Making it feel a little bit heavy and to not being completely free and completely filled with peace and happiness. We let go of those things. But when we have peace and happiness already, when we feel neutral towards the outside and have clarity within our mind, we can then make good decisions. We can help other people find happiness inside of themselves. We can help other people achieve their success, give encouragements to other people because we have that brightness, we have that encouragement, we have that willpower in our mind to do more good things. So it's different in that sense, right? From not caring. Not caring for someone, neglecting duties, and just to care, being selfish, right? In that sense, is a more dulled state of mind in which it's not as it's suppressing in a sense. If we meditate more and more, we'll be able to sense these different feelings within our mind better and better as well. And to know that comparing to when our mind is angry, frustrated, and when our mind is free from worries, happy and joyful, you could already tell the difference. Now, to neglect and to not care, to not be bothered by anything, and just to avoid helping anyone or anything, that would give a sense of that dullness within the mind in a certain extent. But to have freedom of the mind, to have happiness within our mind, to feel free, to feel bright, in the sense it's because of the letting go of the worries and everything, right? Doesn't mean that we're neglecting everything on the outside. With that state of mind, we'd want to share happiness, we want to help, we want to give peace to everyone else automatically as well. So it differs in that sense, if that makes any sense.
So Monk Jackie, Eric chimed in with a good statement about this. He says you could deeply care for something or someone, but at the same time you remain unattached, was his kind of recommendation.
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
All right, so next question is from Jessica. Do you recommend a certain breathing type when participating in your meditation session?
I would say something that's comfortable for you, right? Different people has their own ways of practicing breathing meditation. But something to keep in mind is that breathing is a tool to help us connect to the point of peace, in which when we're already connected, there's no need to go back to connecting to the breathing again, right? For example, if I close my eyes right now, I breathe in, I breathe out. Breathe in. My mind is with the breathing, right? But when I feel that there's a point where I feel comfortable and I want to rest my mind, I could just rest my mind right there. Instead of coming back to following the breathing, continue to stay at the point where it feels comfortable. And that point will lead you further and deeper and get you closer to the source of peace within you right? So any kind of breathing, as long as it gets you to feel calm and relaxed and connected to the point of peace. And when you're already connected, keep on connecting. And when you get disconnected, that's when you come back to do the breathing once again to connect yourself back, and then continue this practice until the mind becomes more still over time.
Yep. So she followed up with that makes a lot of sense. Thank you. All right. Any other questions before we end tonight's session? Okay, yep, it looks like there is another question that this person wants to remain anonymous. Any tips for bringing yourself back up from one of the low lows you spoke about? I've been dealing with something recently and have been highly emotional. My monkey mind keeps monkeying around, and though meditation usually helps, it's been harder to bring peace back to myself.
Hmm.
It's a very good question.
Hmm. It does take work, right? It does take diligence, the practice of meditation. But as you've mentioned, it already did help you to a certain extent. Now, if you said meditation does help you, it did help me too. So I relate to this in an extent. And the way to go further and further to release our mind from any worries and to keep cleaning our mind more and more until it reaches the point where in which we ideally want ourselves to be at is diligence, consistency, just to connect to that point of peace more and more. We could have a bit of time within the day to sit and close our eyes and to relax and to meditate, but we still have the rest of the day as well, in which we could also meditate. Our master says that someone asked him, right, how often does he meditate? He says only twice a day, when he opens his eyes and when he closes his eyes. So we could use that as a guideline for us to practice meditation ourselves as well. So if we keep on practicing, you said meditation already helped you a little bit, right? So let it keep on helping you. Let it keep your mind cleaner and cleaner as you connect more and more to that sense of peace. And eventually, your diligence, your hard work put into taking care of your mind will be the source of your success, in which would reach you to your ideal self of where you see yourself to be in the future as well. So keep on at it. You're doing amazing. You're doing great. Don't let whatever happened hold you back, right? Work hard. No matter what the situation is, keep on working towards your goal, and eventually you'll reach it. Nothing surpasses your diligence. The highest mountain could be conquered. The highest mountain is not as high as the height of your knees. A phrase that's said in Thai, right? So you can go to the top of the mountain. It's not as high as your knee. Pretty much said that way, right? So you can overcome anything if you put your mind to. Pretty much that. Keep on going. You're doing amazing. Consistency and practice more and more. Your mind will become brighter. It gets easier and easier as well as you go on.
Thank you, Monk Jackie. So we do have two questions that trickled in. So I think that should be just enough time before we end for tonight. So the next question is it okay to apply neuroscience to the breath in meditation, or is the breath work that is prescribed a better way to go?
Is it okay to apply neuroscience to the breath in meditation, or is the breath work that is prescribed a better way to go? Well, in meditation, we don't usually go in depth too much about the physical aspects as the mind, as the brain, to put it that way, but the mind as a sense of awareness or the feeling that we have in meditation, if that makes any sense, right? So the breathing, it disconnects our mind Our mind, in this sense, not the brain, right? But the awareness, the cognition, the uh, the thoughts that we usually have, right? Into a point where it's calm and comfortable and pretty much settled and free from jumping around, right? Not the physical aspect, but in this sense, we cannot yet see it as something physical. But as we first use our feeling and let it become more and more still, it will later on become more and more tangible. Because at first we can't see anything with our eyes closed, right? As our mind becomes clearer and clearer, then the things that is hidden away from us, the quality of our mind, the tangible aspect of our mind becomes more and more prominent as well, right? So keep that in mind. Now, to connect to that mind, to connect to that tangible aspect of the mind, we need to stop the mind. Stopping is the key to success. And whichever method feels comfortable for you allows you to sit your mind, your attention, your awareness at where it is easiest, most relaxing, most comfortable. Allow yourself to use that method. What we mentioned earlier is to use visualization, to use mantra, or to just stay right there without doing anything, right? But some of us may be familiar with breathing. You can use breathing as well, and then our awareness will follow the breathing at first, right? And at one point in following the breathing, it may want to stay still somewhere along the path. And when it wants to do that, follow your heart, follow your mind, allow it to stay at that single point and let it stay for as long as it can, right? And eventually it will become still. And that tangible, more tangible aspect of the mind will be revealed or will be experienced to you as you practice more and more about meditation. And so, yeah. So the better way in meditation is, in this case, is whatever way you feel is easy for you to help your mind, your awareness stay at one point for a long time.
Thank you, Jackie. So the last question before wrapping up is from the Georgia Meditation Center. The question is, how far can binaural sounds / technique take one in meditation? Binaural meditation involves using differing hertz played to the ears, believing the brain will equalize the hertz between the left and the right ear and assume the brain wavelength associates with the difference between the two. It's basically sound, a sound with 1 hertz wavelength played in one ear and another hertz wavelength played in the other ear. Supposedly, the brain will assume the difference between the two wavelengths and be in the state associated with the wavelength, the difference between the two. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but I think it basically, the idea is like these hertz is helping someone meditate. So you don't actually have to meditate, because when you're meditating, your science has kind of like correlated that the beta, alpha, different stages of the brain waves. So apparently these sounds can do the same thing without you actually having to do anything but listening. So the question is, I guess, is that something that's legitimate? And does it work? I think that's the bottom line. That's what the question is.
It's the different kind of hurt as like being uncomfortable, I would believe. Just, yeah. Sorry about the sound, right? Sound it could be used as a very useful tool to help our mind get away from all the distractions and focus on, again, one thing, right? Using visualization or a mantra is also a technique to keep the mind from other distractions and to keep it in one place for a long time. And that eventually comes to the phrase used, our master said, that stop is the key to success. There are many, many different meditation techniques in this world, a whole lot actually. But if we can get the key point to all the different techniques is that if it helps the mind to stay at one place or to become still, to stop, that would lead eventually to the same result of our mind getting to the source of peace that's within ourselves already, right? If the sound helps you or allow your body and mind to be relaxed, and that it leads you to find that point of peace where you want to rest your mind and you can stay there for a long time, then you could use that sound, okay? But again, in our temple, it is not a long-term recommendation to be using the sound. It could be used at first because some meditators do feel comfortable listening to certain sounds of nature, a certain kind of music or something like that allows them to free their mind from distractions and allow their mind to be still. But we do not always have access to that sound. Let's say that if we're out in the ocean, stranded somewhere, right, on an island, and we do not have technology, how are we able to find peace there if we rely on a certain kind of sound, right? We promote meditators to be able to find peace anywhere they are, even out in space, in the deepest part of the ocean. And that's when we only need two tools in which we already have, which is our body and our mind. If we can train ourselves to only have these two things wherever we go, right, and be able to find peace, then we can rely on ourselves truly to have happiness and not on anything else on the outside at all. And in this case, if we can rely on ourselves, then we could be like the sun that shines, that has light in itself, shines warmth to everyone on earth, shines brightness to everyone on earth. We could shine happiness to everyone around us. We could shine peace, shine love, shine all the great things without relying on anything other than ourselves at all. And that's a wonderful thing to have. Initially, we can practice using any kind of tools, but as we go further and deeper into meditation, to rely on ourselves with just our mind, our body, and to find that point of peace using any technique we like, right? Using a mantra, breathing, recitation, or visualization, or just being still. Any technique allows you to connect to the point of peace and eventually leads you to the same destination.
That's a great way
It
to
could
end
help.
the session.
Yeah,
So
it could
one
help.
last thing. So Monk, Jackie, so basically the sound, it can't meditate for you, correct? Because, that's kind of the sense I'm getting is you can listen to it and that it's going to help get you in the state just by listening to it because of the frequency that it's kind of forcing mind to be in, and you just kind of follow along like a zombie and it's go. But what I'm kind of sensing is that nothing can do it for you. You kind of have to do it for yourself. It can help you, but you're letting it guide you to that place, and you're depending on something other than yourself to get you to a state of peace.
Yeah, we won't become zombies though. I don't think.
Zombie meditators, just put your headset
Just,
on, close your eyes, and you'll,
just,
yeah,
just
that'd
kidding.
be that'd be that would be like $1 million piece of equipment there.
No, but yeah, it's just that if you found a sound that you feel comfortable listening to, and it helps your mind becomes free from distractions and allows your mind to be still, it's a useful tool. Yes, and you can use it. And then from that point on, when your mind already has the place to stay still with, allow that place to be your guiding star, your guide to take you further and deeper into meditation, right? We eventually lose the tools that we have earlier. I don't know if you remember the island of peace and being stranded in the ocean example that we've had in many other sessions before. We could use any tools as a boat to get ourselves from being stranded in the ocean to the island of peace. And once we're on the island already, we do not need to carry the boat with us onto the island. We just stay on the island. The sound, the mantra, the breathing, anything could be used as the boat, right? Get us onto the island. And when we're on the island already, when we're connected already, there's no need to continue using the boat, using the tools anymore. Just one quick thing before we finish our meditation that my master, my teaching monk taught me, right? Before I didn't know how to use the mantra, and he did this. He spoke as he was showing us this, right? He says, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. And then his mind is quiet right now and still. So he kept quiet. And then he says, okay, I'm having some wandering thoughts right now. So he came back to doing Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. And quiet. And having wandering thoughts again, and then Samma Arahang, Samma. And that's it. If you get that method, then I think meditation becomes a little bit clearer of when to use the technique and when to just enjoy the peace, right? You do something, you use a tool to get yourself to feeling peaceful, feeling still. And from that stillness, you just carry on being still for as long as you can until the mind goes off, jumping around again, and then you use the tool to come back to being still again. And you repeat the process, and then eventually the mind becomes more used to being with peace and can stay with the peacefulness for a little bit longer and a little bit longer automatically by itself. Yeah. A sound could be a type of tool in which you could use in this case as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Monk Jackie. So at this time, I know in the East Coast, it is 10:40 at night, so it's pretty late over there. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Great questions, everyone. Thank you for a great session, Monk Jackie. And for everyone, meditate often, meditate well. We'll see you again next month. Please share this. The world needs peace more than ever. The more people meditating, the more we can do our part and help the world be a better, happier, more peaceful place. And at this time, if we can put our palms together, and our teaching monk will give us a blessing.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Hope you carry on connecting to your point of peace, and may you always have happiness in life, and may that happiness be shared with everyone around you at all times. May you be successful in all your wholesome wishes and reach the utmost of happiness as soon as possible. Rejoice in all your merits. Sadhu.
Thank you, Monk Jackie. Again, meditate often, meditate well. Please fill out that feedback form if you can for the QR code. Thank you, and see you again next month.
Let's come together to open undo whatever to eliminate all conflicts and differences. It's time for everyone to join hand in hand. At last, now the world's beyond healing. smiles